beautiful souls. Today I'm going to be channeling messages of awakening. And the reason for it is that the year 2025 is going to be absolutely massive for awakening. People are going to be awakening left, right, and center. So if it catches you by surprise, it might be really sometimes traumatic going through awakening process, especially if you not really familiar with the spirituality, or you were not really kind of open to it, you didn't have any interest, or for whatever reason. So I'm gonna start really from myself. I used to live somebody else's life for decades, not even aware of it, like sleepwalking, like most of the humans do. We all sleepwalk. And then one day I woke up and I was in shock. I didn't recognize myself and my feelings. I knew I was going through something turbulent, but I didn't actually recognize what it was. And then this question came: whose life am I actually living? And I remember being in distress, in shock. I was feeling lost. I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know who to say. I was bombarded with synchronicities. The portal has opened. The minute I started asking questions, who am I? Whose life am I living? This kind of awakening started happening in such a dramatic way for me that I really did think that I'm losing my mind, that I have lost my mind, and if I say to anybody I'm gonna be locked up because I don't know why I'm having sudden visions. Feathers are dropping on my head, robins are flying into my house, biting my finger. That was cute. And the and other stuff as well. And I knew I was going through something, but I didn't recognize what it was. I didn't realize it was awakening and the rebirthing processes I was going through. And 2025, as I've said already, is going to be massive. Lots of people are going to be awakening. So just to kind of normalize it for you a little bit. So what might happen to you during your awakening process? Firstly, it can come spontaneously. Uh, you wake up like I did one day, and who am I? Or it might come. Usually, it comes when something dramatic happens in your life, and something very very stressful, or combination of few stressful events like uh, divorce, losing a relationship, a near-death experience, some kind of physical trauma, losing a job, insecurity. That can trigger awakening. It's the most common way to actually awaken. So that's the first thing you need to know. So if you're going through some turbulent time, and if you start questioning your purpose, your life, why you are here, then it means that awakening has started for you. And that can be confusing times. That's why we are here. That's why you are here, to actually hear from myself. I went through it, and it wasn't. It was traumatic. I have to say it was traumatic. Till I actually learned what it was, and then I was like, oh right, okay. So I'm going through awakening, through rebirthing. It's gonna be painful. Well, like you can't awaken. You have to go through certain suffering to awaken. You need to heal false programming, false beliefs that were creating your reality till that point. So after that, you might be experiencing emotions of sadness, incredible, deep sadness, sorrow. You'll be sobbing your eyes out. You might experience moments of really deep depression. Um, you might be experiencing feelings of unsureness, and not sure which way to go, what is the right path for you. You're unhappy, but what is not to do, what can you do to actually better yourself? That's going to be a really big one. You might experience some physical changes. You might experiencing changes in your appearance. You might completely change what clothes that you're wearing. You might completely change all the books in your bookshelf and replace them with something that's more align in alignment with your purpose. Usually, you will go for spiritual books. You will have a completely, like I did, completely this kind of new set of spiritual books, and I'm still going through them. And there's so many of them. You might be experiencing people not recognizing you really, because you'll be start losing your identity, that ego construct, ego identity that ego has created for you. So you could function in that reality that you have created for yourself due to this subconscious belief that you had about yourself. But now that you're awakening, your subconscious, you see, is coming to your conscious mind, and you start remembering who you are. You start remembering this essence. You start remembering that you're a soul. You start remembering that you came directly from the source. And then you start questioning, but if I came directly from the source, if I'm this divine light and love, then who is this energy that's telling me that I am not good enough, that I need to minimize myself, that I need to hide myself, that I'm not worthy of being seen, being heard, that I need to people please to be accepted, that I need seek validation outside of myself so I can kind of function and exist, that I need to seek love outside of myself, that I need to perform for love so I'm accepted, or I need to kind of work and accumulate all this wealth to feel worthy, or that I need to be climbing mountains every other day so I can feel this adrenaline and force myself to be in this present moment of reality where you can really really feel yourself on a deep level. You're gonna be really start questioning every aspect of your life. In those moments, you're going to start changing naturally. Your soul wants to come out, your soul wants to be seen, you want to be your authentic self. Your ego is going to fight you, your soul's going to kind of, no, this is who I am, this is who I need to be. I need to be my authentic self, I need to show up for myself, I can't be anything else. And ego will be, no, 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 no. Ego is going to be so fearful, like, no, you can't be shown, you're not worthy, and everybody's going to reject you, nobody's going to love you. And ego is fearful. Ego is very much connected to your inner child. So ego is going to be really, really fearful. It's going to give you a really difficult, challenging times. But stick with it. It's part of the awakening process. So you're going to be fine. Now, this untangling of the ego and finding your true self is a long process. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to be sent into the underworld to dive deep on so many occasions, and the reason for it is because you're gonna be feeling someone is like the source, the consciousness is washing you, washing all these false beliefs, negative beliefs, these identities that you have adopted. And you're gonna be feeling like someone has shoved you into the washing machine on a high speed to really wash you and scrub you on 90 degrees. It's going to be turbulent. So I just want to kind of be honest and open with you and to prepare you for it. But at the same time, every time you wash away some negative, some false beliefs, some false programming, once you start actually see yourself for who you truly are, all this pain of reprogramming is gonna be worth it. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna consciously decide, okay, let me dive deep so I can free myself a little bit more, because I love that feeling of feeling my authentic self and feeling this source and feeling this love that's within me. And then you're gonna go through the pain, and then you're gonna be going through the pain, and you're gonna be saying to yourself, I'm never doing this again. This is too painful. I don't want to do it. I just want to leave everything. But you see, once awakening starts happening, you can't go back. Sometimes it's I'm talking from my experience, because I was fighting it, because I didn't know what it was. I was fighting and making it really painful for myself. But you don't have to. Know that you're going through awakening process, so you can be your authentic self. You can find your purpose and live and go on the journey to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill the purpose that you have came here to do. But I didn't know what it was. I was fighting it. I was like in the panic mode. So but every time you heal something, every time you unlock something, you're gonna see yourself a little bit more. You're gonna see this authentic, beautiful, like gorgeous soul that you truly are. And you're gonna see that the soul wants to do something. It didn't just dropped on this planet to kind of live and then transition. It came here to learn something, to expand, to follow its purpose, follow its path, and to do what its soul agreed to do before it came here. It can be anything really. You have to find your path, and during this process, you will find your path. path. So uh, transitioning that kind of healing process can be a long term, can take, like quite a few months, sometimes even year, depending on your path, depending on what else you're doing in your life, how dedicated you are to your healing. And the uh, and uh, so be prepared for during that transitioning. You're going to be experiencing your crown chakra opening, for example. And it's like you're going to be feeling like something is tingling, or some sparkle. You might be seeing some sparkles, hearing things. You're going to be start feeling like some energy is dropping into your body, like your body is adopting different frequency. Yeah, like every cell in your body is changing its structure. So you might be feeling, there's a tingling on the top of my head confirming. You might be experiencing tingling, different sensations. You might be experiencing extreme tiredness, like your body needs to rest, like you need to sleep like 12 hours a day sometimes. You might have sensations of awakening in the middle of the night, 2 3 o'clock, and not be able to sleep, just because something wants to come, something wants to kind of decode you a little bit during those quiet moments at night. You might be feeling extreme heat in your body as you're receiving messages. You might be experiencing um, let's say knowing things. Let's say you're in conversation with someone and someone needs to say something, but you're already thinking about it, or thinking something very very similar. There is those kind of synchronicities. You're going to be experiencing people coming into your life who are telling you something, and you are recognizing it as a message from the source that will help you on your path, on this awakening journey. So after that, now that journey can last a lifetime, and it does last a lifetime, because we're always changing, always growing, and always developing. But once you kind of reach that stage, and once you choose to believe that you are a soul, or that you came here for a purpose, that you are came directly from the source, and as such you can't possibly be wrong. You are starting living from that, living your life from that essence, and choosing love more than you choose fear. And in those moments of change, don't be surprised if people drop out of your life. That's the next stage of this evolution. People will start dropping out of your life. People who are not aligned with you. So it is for your highest good. It's gonna be distressful for you, and distressing. You might change jobs suddenly. You might suddenly change country even. You might completely decide to go on top of the mountain and be a hermit for a bit, to reborn fully and completely. Or you might do completely something different. You might be called to create, like I'm creating, let's say, this video, to create and get this wisdom out, get this message out into the world, so other people can kind of prepare and be ready for this transitioning. And I would say the only advice I have is take this knowledge in, recognize on what stage of awakening you are. Are you at the beginning? Are you just kind of start? So the beginning is when you start questioning, who am I? What am I doing here? What is the purpose of life? What is purpose of me? Is my reality my reality, or is it projected reality from somebody else that's still stuck in your consciousness? So you see it as your reality, but in reality it's somebody else's reality that you are living. Maybe someone who has projected some kind of fear onto you, especially if you've been traumatized as a child. Someone has projected their fear, their beliefs onto you. That belief is kind of embedded in your subconscious. Before you know it, you're a grown-up person, re- re- projecting that subconscious into your reality, thinking that's your life, but you're living somebody else's life. So you're gonna be questioning that. You're gonna be questioning, why am I always attracting same bodies, same. What did I want to say? Like same people. Oh yeah, same people, different bodies. Why am I accepting? Why am I people pleasing all of the time? Why I'm rejecting love? Why am I self abandoning myself? So you're gonna be start asking these questions, and you're gonna realize that that reality that you have created for yourself is somebody else's. Now that's the beginning of awakening process. Now the second part, you're going to be probably going through the dark night of the soul, where you're going to be going inwards. um, to face your fears, to face your demons, to face your monsters, and to invite them for a cup of tea. You see, like this, and ask them why you are here, rather than hiding and running away from them. That's your second stage. And soul is going to really push you to do this. You can't awaken without scrubbing yourself clean, like as you said, in the washing machine. And then the third stage is just more healing, awakening, healing, awakening, transformation, transformation, transformation. um, while you're going through that transformation, you're going to be experiencing, as I've said, lots of visions, hearing. You're going to be able to see things before they happen. You're going to be able to predict certain things. Your sensitivity to energy is going to dramatically increase, dramatically. And you're going to be also experiencing, you want to live on that high frequency, because low frequency is just not going to feel good for you anymore. It's going to feel like someone is mutilating your body. It's that kind of feeling of dread. You're gonna feel really unwell, sometimes even as I did, in those energies. Like you need to remove yourself immediately, because you're on high vibrational level now. You are choosing love, and once you start choosing your soul is so high vibrational by nature. So you might experience, because you're gonna be on different energetic frequency. People who are not energetically in line with you are going to drop out of your life, and let them drop. Don't fight it. And yeah, after that, you're gonna see your purpose. You're gonna find your purpose, and hopefully you're gonna choose to live your authentic life and choose love for yourself. So you can choose yourself, so you can say, well, there's nothing wrong with me. I can be my authentic self. I can be this loving soul, divine source that I truly am. So nothing to be fearful of, but that's what's going to happen to you. It's a beautiful process. It is very challenging, and yeah, I wish you all the best during the process. And if you need any advice, do drop me a question in the box below, and I'll be happy to answer. I'll go gently. I'll finish it there because I'm hungry and I need my dinner. But it was pleasure seeing you, and take care.